is so dedicated to Prabhupada and to Krishna. All this is extremely, extremely auspicious, extremely fortunate. You are very fortunate. But that doesn't mean you cannot throw away your fortune. You can. You can increase your fortune and you can spoil your fortune. Both things are possible. So we should do everything to increase our fortune. This is our only hope. Not to go away from this material world without having done tapasya, sacrifice for serving Krishna. And from the tapasya, from serving Krishna, you may get prema. You may get highest love. This is how wonderful the promise is. By otherwise, what we become old lusty. This is a disgrace. You know, an 80-year-old man still wants to marry a 20-year-old girl. This is disgrace. What is this? Lust. Yeah, and if he has lots of money, maybe one girl says, okay, Grandpa, I marry you for a few years and I stay with your money. Something like this. But it's not. This is not love. This is just the pinnacle of lust. So you still want to enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. It's the mentality of forgetting Krishna. You want to enjoy the material world when you forget Krishna. When you remember Krishna, you don't want to do that. When you remember Krishna, then you want to chant Hare Krishna and do Sankirtan and preach. So it is always there. This material world is always like a deep gap, abyss, a deep abyss, and you're on the edge. And you say, yes, it's very nice. It looks nice, very romantic view. But romantic view, you want to fall down there, you're going to be cut to pieces by the rocks. Because there's some people, some human beings, they're actually climbers. They like to climb straight walls, risk their life for name and fame. But also they die sometimes. They slip. That was it. Now they invented something new. They invented flying suits. Did you see that? You can buy a certain kind of dress. With that you can jump off a mountain and fly down. Krishna. People make unbelievable amounts of crazy efforts to become birds. And then the birds are still flying much nicer than the man with flying suit. Man with flying suit more or less can only fly down a little bit. You cannot come up. So, efforts. Let us make the efforts to serve Sri Krishna. Let us sincerely try everything possible so we can successfully make human form of life, the last birth. It will only be possible by divine grace, causeless grace. So we pray for the causeless grace of Krishna and our Gurudev, that he may bless us with a good consciousness. And you know the good consciousness comes from your enthusiasm to serve others. Your good consciousness comes from your willingness and your efforts to serve others, to make them happy, to guide them on the proper way. So I admire all of you very much because you're on this path of self-control, sense control, and service. Self-control, sense control, and service. There's dana, there's charity, you help others. There's tapa, there's austerity, and there's yajna, there's sacrifice. So you have to do this enthusiastically. Oh yes, let us make this yajna. Oh okay, let's make this tapa. Okay, let's make this dana. They should never be given up. And one of the tapasyas is following the four regulative principles. That's a tapasya. And dana means preaching, no? Giving. Many types of dana, but the foremost dana is to give Krishna. Giving a Bhagavad Gita, giving a Srimad Bhagavatam, giving something. Giving greatest mercy. Saraswati, are there still texts to work on for the museum? Yes? Is Brahma in contact?
No. He said that he will do it.
Has he reached Bulgaria?
I think yes. I can write to him.
Namo Vishnu Vadai Krishna Vistaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Navati Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravadi Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Paskatya Vishakai. I offer my most obeisance unto my spiritual master, who has given us the Srimad Bhagavatam, has given us the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Every shloka of a song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, to me it's just like a shloka from the Srimad Bhagavatam. It is so clear, and in a way it reflects our human conditioning. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur very expertly takes up our fallen conditions. I mean, if you see that this is his prayer, you may say, oh my God, his prayer, he was so humble at that time of when he was conducting his mission. But that is definitely true. But at the same time, he is also warning us, careful, don't feel that you're secure in the world of Maya. In the world of Maya, you're always vulnerable. So you have to be very cautious that you do everything the right way. And specifically, if I'm reflecting upon the influence of the mind and all that, then I can only very humbly admit and confess that this mind to control is impossible. It's very difficult. Only by mercy can we focus on devotional service. Focus on devotional service, that is real life. And Sometimes, you have to squeeze out a service. Like we were looking at some photos yesterday. So when we look at this photo, we say, what can we squeeze out of these photos to give a valuable message of some enthusiasm to the others, so that they may see, oh yes, that's very nice, that's very nice. Everything depends on that. Is it very nice and very nice? Because only when you're in the company of devotees, that you can appreciate what it means to be a devotee. Because a devotee is active, a devotee is doing things. And by example, he's doing the good example, not the bad example. Then you can get the enthusiasm saying, yes, I want to be like this, I want to be like this too. When I think about Radha Tulasi, then I want to finish my life like her, confirmed. That's what I want to do. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is the message practically. It is the book of preparation, where you learn how to do things so that when the last moment of your life comes, you can also pray to Krishna, and you can also say, oh my Lord, all I want is your grace. I want nothing else. Though you have served this lust so long, it can serve you in return. In distress, Vinod's body burns up, renouncing the false lust, becoming filled with true lust, worshipping Vrindavan's sweet Cupid. So true lust, what does it mean, true lust? True lust means you're infatuated for service. I want to serve Krishna, I want to do this. I want to make this book, I want to make this Prabhupada magazine beautiful. I want to make this museum ecstatic. I want to make this temple of Lord Chaitanya. I want to make this Gopinath Mandir look so good, so wonderful. I want to make this Sivat fantastic. I want to send these things. Everything you do for Krishna, every service the Guru gives to you, if it's really your service, then you must feel, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. I will work so it will happen. I will work that it will happen. I will overcome the obstacles which will hinder it from happening. I will overcome the obstacle which hinder it from happening. I will offer the final result by Krishna's grace, causeless grace, to my Guru, so I can go on and do more service and more service and more service. Like that. Like that is the idea, my dear. It's the real idea, my dear. Let's do it real, and it will be real. Krishna. Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam. There's nothing in the world like Krishna's mercy. So lust for Krishna's mercy. Is that possible? Is such a thing possible? Well, if lust is possible for any stupid thing, why should it not be possible for something good and fantastic? I mean, lust is such an incredible force. It manifests, and very careful. Just like lust can manifest into the world of divinity, lust can also manifest into the world of lowest degradation. I mean, just think of human beings having sex with animals and things like that. I mean, where the lust goes, what's happening to the mind, lust is crazy. Lust is degrading. Lust is shameful. Lust is a waste of time. But lust is powerful at the same time. So it's very powerful because it has a spiritual origin. Infatuation means that you are very determined about it. was with me in the morning. Did he come back at noon?
I saw.
He came back at noon?
He came back and he said he has a meeting with you at 12:30.
With me?
Yes.
And I wasn't there.
Yes.
Did you invite him for prasadam?
Well, I told him he could stay, and I told him you would come a little bit later so he could stay. But prasadam was still not ready, so...
So, but you invited him for prasadam specifically?
Specifically not.
Huh?
No, not specifically.
Okay. So infatuation is a manifestation of a human, let's say, life's trait. It's there. You can infatuate yourself. You can give into some inner search, inner craving to the maximum degree of risking your life. That's part of infatuation. I mean, like, infatuation is pretty crazy, you know. Anybody who is promiscuous ends up with AIDS. Then he may be a danger, he may go back to his own marital partner, and when he has a relationship with them again, he may risk of killing the person who's supposed to be the dearest to him in his life. So the whole thing is crazy. Promiscuousness is a crazy thing. But when people are infatuated, they forget about the risks and all that thing, they just become crazy. So we can see that people are infatuated for anything in a very risky way. So this is because love is meant to be something of high risk. Real love, real infatuation, for real spiritual dedication, it's meant to be of top importance. Unless you're infatuated for Krishna, then will you take him serious? You will just let him go? When you're infatuated for a person or for something, you will not let that person go. At least you will try not to let him go. Of course, if the person, that's what jealousy is like. Jealousy is like you don't want to let a person go, you don't want to let a person go, up to the point of mistreating that person. I don't let you go. Why not? I don't trust you. But I love you. You must trust me. No, I don't trust you. Very strange, not people. In jealousy, they sometimes torture each other. They ruin the relationship just because of jealousy. Huh? Oh, you may go somewhere and meet somebody else who loves you, and I want to be the only one to love you, so you stay with me. You cannot go anywhere else, you cannot look at anybody else, you cannot talk to anybody else. You cannot even talk to your mother anymore. Crazy. Jealousy definitely drives people crazy. So why? Marcella was asking me the other day, why does Radharani get angry? What's happening with her? And actually, this is a divine Leela. It shows that her infatuation for serving Krishna is so intense that if she cannot serve Krishna for any reason, he comes too late or this or that, she feels like, I was not allowed to serve my Lord. I have to do this services. It's like that, oh, I'm disqualified, he doesn't love me, or something like that. It's in the scriptures they describe man, mandir, man gali, man sarovar. We have several places in Vrindavan where Radharani is influenced by this spiritual sadness, anger, dejection, when she feels that she's not allowed to serve her beloved for his pleasure, not for her pleasure. She is not lamenting about any pleasure of her own lost, not at all. Radharani just wants to serve Krishna to the maximum degree. So this is like an eternal spiritual infatuation. And this is where the infatuation actually comes from. When you love somebody so much that you cannot tolerate not to serve him. Like if I invite somebody for food and he doesn't come, and maybe you say, so what? He didn't want to come, so he didn't come. Somebody else can eat the food. But if somebody you love is not coming to eat because he may be hindered by some external circumstance, and that external circumstance will make your beloved starve, then you become very mad when she doesn't see a little child. Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where is he? She screams. She says, look for him, find out, call the police. She goes bananas, like they say, you know. If the person who's under her protection is somehow out of reach, is not visible, it's enough for driving her crazy. So this is an infatuation of Radharani's style. Why is she so mad? Because she wants to protect her child. Why is Radharani mad? Because she wants to please Krishna and she thinks nobody else can do that, what she can do for him. So it creates within her an oceanic wave of emotion which turns into anger. Things like that happen. But this is very high and very pure. This is aprakrit. This is beyond the reasoning of our material sensual experience. Everything which happens in Krishna Lila is beyond that. We are warned. We are warned by the scriptures not to think of Radha and Krishna as some ordinary couple and having some example. No, their Lila is totally beyond us. But still, we are allowed to meditate